situation, how they are. But the Bible says, let the weak say, I'm strong. Let the sick say, I'm healed. So we need to have faith in God this morning. So I just want to go to the Word of God quickly. We are going to read in the book of Ephesians chapter 6, verse 10 to 13. It says, finally, my brethren, be strong in the Lord and in his mighty power. Put on the whole armor of God, that you may be able to withstand against the wills of the devil. For we do not wrestle against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of this darkness of this age, against spiritual hosts of the wickedness in heavenly places. Therefore, take up the whole armor of God, that you may be able to withstand in the evil days, and having done to all stand. Having done all to stand. So I've entitled my message, Life is a Battleground. Look, a lot of Christians whisper, murmur, grumble, complain, cry, weep, and worry about their situation because their lives are centered on how are doing things, on how they are feeling, on how they are being treated. The first step that will make you to be strong is to realize that life is not encounter of groups. Life is not a bonding meeting. Life is not a playground. Life is a battleground. I hope we are together. Life is a battleground. The reason so many churches are weak is because they are not armed for the battle. The reason so many Christians they are weak because they are not armed for the battle. The reason why we are considered weak because we are not fully armed for the battle. We will not be able to listen to the inner voice of the Holy Spirit if we are not armed for the battle. You need to be fully armed so that you may hear what the Spirit of God will say, will instruct, will direct you. But if you are not fully armed with the Spirit, because we are fighting against the spiritual host of this wickedness in the heavenly places. So you need to be very equipped in the Spirit so that you may be able to fight this battle. Yes. Then in the book of Ephesians 6:12 says, for we do not wrestle against flesh and blood, against principalities, against powers, against the rulers. Against the rulers of this darkness and this age, against spiritual hosts of this wickedness in the heavenly places. Therefore, take up the whole armor of God, that you may be able to withstand in the evil days, and having done all to stand. Remember, the Bible says in the book of Ephesians chapter 5 verse 16, redeeming the times because the days are evil. So now there are evil days that you need to be very aware as we are the children of God. Anytime if we are wrestling against flesh and blood, anytime if we are striving against people, we are fighting a wrong battle. You are fighting a wrong battle. I'm fighting a wrong battle. If I'm wrestling against flesh and blood, striving against people, I'm fighting a wrong battle. We are not get sidetracked, fighting against mere flesh and blood. We are to back spiritual entities that cause tensions in our career, in our marriage, in our children, struggling with parents. If we fail to see that they are powers that cause people to bow down in bondage, we are going to fight the wrong battle. Life is a battleground. So, as children of God, we need to be full armed. We need to be very full armed so that we may know the battle that we are fighting. The kingdom, Christians are divided, but we need to come one. We need to be united so that you may able to conquer our enemy, the devil, our adversary, the devil. In our days, you hear a Christian believer start to point a finger to other believer. Remember Moses, when he saw an Egyptian fighting against an Hebrew, he come and fight, and he killed an Egyptian. But the other day when he saw this Hebrew fighting, he said, why are you fighting each other? Why are you fighting each other? The other one said, who put you to be a God? Who put you to be a master on us? You want to kill me as you have been killing that, if you have been killed that Egyptian